everyone and welcome back to Reeta Soul Food. Today we're making simple lentil dal soup. We're using orange Masoor Dhal here. There's so many different varieties of dal. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure you click the bell notification to be informed of new recipes each week. Thank you so much. Our goal is to reach 100, then 1,000, then infinity and beyond subscribers, so please be part of that process and help us to get there and join our growing community. Dal, this particular dal as well, is packed full of protein, fibre and potassium. Don't forget to click that like button if you like this recipe, and please do go ahead and share with all your friends and family and spread the word of Reeta Soul Food, spelled R-E-E-T-A. Now this recipe is just so simple and perfect. There's no fuss, no onion or garlic is used, and it's a perfect recipe on those winter nights when you want something warm and comforting. It's definitely a bowl of soul. So let's get started. What I've done is soaked the dal for about 3 hours in some warm water, and you'll see that it expands and it helps the cooking process because we'll be steaming it later. And so if we want to speed up the steaming process, if we soak it in warm water, and you can leave it overnight, so you can leave it for even longer. I've just left it for about 3 hours. So I've just used 1 tomato here, and this will add a little bit of bite to our recipe, and also we get the goodness of the tomato as well, just cutting it into little chunks. So our lentils have been soaking for 3 hours, and now I'm transferring all of those lentils into a pressure cooker. So you will need a steamer for this. If you don't have a steamer, then if you soak the lentils overnight, it will just help to cook up the speeding process when you're boiling it, and you won't need to steam it. So I've just used the water that was already boiling in, that we left for 3 hours, and I've just topped it up just so it's slightly over the lentils to help it cook, because it will absorb all that water. So after about 3 to 5 whistles on medium heat, this is actually what it looks like. So it's come out of the pressure cooker and it's really cooked through nicely. As you can see, it's all soft and mushy, just how we like it. So just added some oil and Asafoetida in the pan. Asafoetida is completely optional. It gives that onion and garlic essence, and that's what we're not using here, so it's a perfect substitute. Pinch of turmeric, pinch of paprika, salt as per taste. Teaspoon of tomato puree, dash of water so it doesn't burn, After cooking that for a few minutes, we're ready to go in and add our lentils. So make sure to get all those lovely bits of lentil in there, all that goodness. As I mentioned earlier, it's good for digestion, it's good for potassium, iron, protein. It's packed full of goodness, and it's so delicious, and it's easy on the body as well to digest. So give that a good mix around. So adding some water here. I want to retain the thickness of the soup, but I don't want it to be too thick, so I just want the consistency to be just right. Don't forget to watch all the other recipes on Reeta Soul Food after you've watched this recipe through to the end. can add and adjust the salt here depending on how much seasoning you want. You can also add some black pepper in here as well, and depending on how thick you want the soup, just adjust the water accordingly. You could add onion, garlic, chili, ginger, all the other ingredients as per usual, but I wanted to omit that. I wanted to keep this really simple, almost like a soup recipe, and that's why I went for this one. But if you want me to add a recipe here as well to show you how to make authentic dal as well, let me know in the comments below, and then I can go ahead and share that as well. You can have this soup as it is on its own, or you can have some rice with it. I actually opted for some brown rice, which was really yummy. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time. Goodbye.